So I am going to basically do a walkthrough of the first level on Strange Brigade. Now, I have played it through quite a few times, so bear with me while I just set it up a second because it seems quite loud. Just turn it down a bit for you. Right. Oh, sorry. Pressed the wrong button. Keep the effects up. Put the dialogue down a little bit. Apply. Right. So yes, we will be looking at the first level on Strange Brigade. I have played it through before, so I will basically try and show you where everything is. Give you quite a good walkthrough, so if you're stuck on anything, hopefully this will help you out. Already set up, ready to go. I haven't played with this character, so I'm just going to try it out, and hopefully this will help at some point. Okay. I won't let the videos play because you can do that in your own time. I'm sure it's pretty boring for everyone to watch the videos. So, I'm sure you all want to just see the gameplay. So hopefully this will help. Sorry if I'm a bit rubbish, like I said, I haven't played with this character before. So you start off here. It is a really pretty game. Right. So nothing in this first section. You just run through, and it does give you a brief, very, very brief tutorial.
Is this the end for our heroes?
And the game does like to treat you like you do not know anything. So I recommend you do check all these tents. Even if you get nothing else, you get money. So that's a bonus. Okay. Make sure you go in the tents. Go around the corner, probably get a bit more money from here. And you always get a bit from off the floor. Skip that. It's just a short interaction showing the bridge being blown up. Okay. I recommend.
What tantalizing treasures are they hiding?
Right, so anytime you hear a cat meow, just check your surroundings, stop dead, check your surroundings, shoot the cat. So the first one is here, always here, on this little rock. And that's where your first collectible is. And then, I missed this the first time I played. You can actually burn these vines down, and there's a hidden chest in here. So just collect that one. A gem, brilliant. Okay. Like I said, this is kind of a tutorial level, so it tells you exactly how to do everything.
Our heroes ever hope to bypass such a thing? Onwards, Strange Brigade. There's adventure to be had.
Okay. And this is where you meet your first enemies. Frustrating because they just made you use your explosives, which take a while to come back into use. I hate this gun. I'll show you something quite neat actually as well. You can melee them. Boom.
Nelson's ghost. Quite the finishing move there.
That's always fun to do. Okay. God, I am a terrible shot today. I apologise, guys. So, that's that first little bit. First enemy's done. Nothing in here to worry about. And then, I would always recommend chuck in an explosive to that bit. Because they always like to make you think all the enemies are done, and they're not. So yeah, once you've defeated all the enemies, then you just have a little wander through here. These barrels on the right hand side are explosive ones, so you don't need to shoot those. Would shoot that one. Okay. If you hear the cat meow again, it's up on this wall here on the archway. Just shoot that.
Bother the brigade no more.
They have to be done in the right order, or the next one doesn't appear in the sequence. And if you're shooting barrels and things, I'd recommend putting your pistol on, that way you don't waste any good ammo. Just a little tip I've picked up, really. It's not that crucial because the game does supply you with tons and tons of ammo anyway, but just thought it's helpful if you can find a way of holding on to it. Just saves all that trouble then, doesn't it? Right. So when you find this here,
Treasure trapped behind iron bars. Surely our heroes can liberate it if they look for another way in.
they show you the way in. It's not hard, but I'll show that to you. Okay.
Hello, that looks rather interesting.
Right. I would recommend as well on this bit, you might be tempted to just go and explore straight off, but to be honest it's worth activating this little scarab key mission now, because it just makes everything available. Otherwise you've got to come running back here just to activate it and then go back off and do things. So, I'll activate it up.
Locked gate.
I'll skip that. You can watch the FMVs by yourselves. You don't need me to show you that really. So, like I said, always handy to just use your pistol. And I will change my gun because this one's awful. There we go. Right, med kit in there. Med potion even. Bag of ammo. Another box to get stuff out of. Doesn't always give you stuff, mind. And then just go around the corner here. Shoot barrels. Just for good sake. Actually, I was just thinking I can't show you where the jars are, but if I can roughly remember, because I've already collected them, I can't show them to you, but I can help you out with trying to remember where they are and point them out to you as we go along. So this is basically a puzzle door. So the way to do it, it gives you, you'll find somewhere a sequence, and you just have to copy the sequence by shooting the relevant parts of the door. Okay. Just like that. And then this one always has enemies in, so I recommend just lobbing a grenade in. Doesn't look like it now, but there are. They come. I think I threw my grenade in a bit quickly this time. Oh, I've put the wrong gun on. Brilliant. If you do melee kill, just remember to go back up to them and stomp on their heads. You can also melee the barrels and boxes. And then this is the way through to that little secret bit. Collect your collectible, which I've already done, so I'm not giving anything away. There we go. And that's how you do that little bit. And then
perhaps those symbols over the door and those shimmering switches warrant further investigation.
he's telling us about that now. We've already done that bit. Basically, the next part I would recommend exploring a bit before you do the next mission-y bit. This bit's fun. As long as you get your timing right, this bit's fun. Otherwise, it's a pain in the arse. Yeah, always make sure you're checking your surroundings as well, because you can easily get swarmed otherwise. Especially if your shooting's off like mine seems to be today. Okay. May as well just use this potion because I've got another one. Right. Any chance you get to pick up ammo as well, I'd recommend you do it, just for ease of gameplay, really. Okay. So yeah, ignore these for now. We will use them later. Just want to show you where different things are on this game. Right, note there's a chest up there. I'll show you a way to save your time on how to get that, okay? So, what we'll do the little pier first. What do you call it? Pier? Harbour? As far as I can remember, he's the only one that comes from by there. Don't forget to use your amulet power as well. Oh, in the right place. Apparently I've got a different amulet on to what I thought I did have. So yeah, always to check your equipment as well, guys. So you don't get in a situation like me. Right. Okay. Now, the one thing I can't show you on this video is where to collect the letters from, because they appear to be random from what I've seen, and usually require a couple of plays through the game to get them. Then, don't forget this little chest here. Ah, there you go. This is one of the letters that I was saying about, which were random. Right, so this chest that I said about, that's up on that. There's a target here, so if you shoot that, it makes it pull the chest back in. So when you do the next part of the game, it's there ready and waiting for you. Just saves time, makes life a lot easier. Right. And this is another reason why I'm shooting every barrel I come across, to save them springing up on you. Which includes this one here. There's always one in there. And up there. There's a few of the zombies up there. Always remember to check for money. Money.
Caged dead chaps. There's something you won't see at Regent's Park Zoo.
Okay. Yep, dead guy up here as well. And I'm pretty sure there's one that always comes out of that barrel. There is a barrel around the corner here as well, and a dead guy in a cage again. Money and another med kit. This is my latest little discovery, is that you can kick the cages open. Just handy for people like me, don't like to use my ammo. And then you get these, any chests you have to pay money for, you get a cool weapon. Oh, I've not had this one before. But yeah, I try to save the weapons for excuse me, for emergencies. Right. So yes, now you get here. This is the next phase of mission. So you basically shoot all of these little glowy things, and it opens the gate. Okay. So nothing will happen until you run through the gate. You encounter your next enemy. I'd recommend running back to the traps and use the hell out of them, because, well, it's not too difficult, but it's just easier to kill the scorpions if you can get them in a trap, which I didn't manage to do. And this gun is awful for taking those out. Just a hint, is usually four scorpions come through. I think I got that one. Oh, my sticky bomb didn't blow it up. Yeah, so there's 4 scorpions come through this door. Once you've taken out all 4, you know you're safe to go again. Here comes the last one now. See how much easier it is with the trap? So before we go on, I'm going to just change my gun because this is awful for me to use. Can't stand it.
Ammunition. This should be very useful.
And apparently I can't change my amulet. Okay. So now we know how crucial it is to check our setup before. Right. Okay. So remember I was saying... Oh, I've put it completely... Oh, that was my good gun. Arse. Okay. So basically, show you... Go through this archway, but make sure you come back. A little tip. Otherwise they sneak up behind you and you don't know what's happening. Right. Right, so sneak up this way. Hear the meow? Here's your third cat. Quite difficult to see. There he is.
Little kitty have a treat for us?
So I recommend always having the volume turned up. Now this bit can be quite difficult, but if you get this, it saves you a hell of a lot of time and worry. Always make use of the traps, they just save your life so many times. So any chance you get. Oh, different amulet to what I'm used to using, sorry. It's quite frustrating now, I feel like I'm wasting the amulet all the time. On this bit, you use the traps, but you've got to get your timings right on them. And what I find is alternating between the traps usually is a good way to do it. By the time you've used one, the next is ready to go. So it's not too bad, really. Okay, then you can walk through here.
Just come by something useful. Ammo.
Ammo's always good. And this is where you find the chest that you pulled over earlier. Just handy to do it without having to go back and work it out. And then, so the first time you encounter a jar, it'll be sitting right here. So that's easy enough. I'm not going to take the key a minute, I'm going to show you some of the other little bits, just so I don't have to deal with the enemies while showing you other things. Right. Okay. This is another collectible.
Loot, how lovely.
And then you can sneak up this way. And another little handy tip, you will find there's like little hands symbols that come up on the screen. Usually means there's an enemy close by, like in grabbing range. Right. Okay. So that's a little bit done. So I'll go get the key. Just to make sure you don't miss anything, I was just showing you that bit. Okay. So when you take this, Make sure you note, because down the bottom, enemies come.
Grenade!
It's easier to fight them off from up here. You can channel them. A lot easier than trying to fight them as a horde. Just makes it a lot more manageable, really. Okay, so now we've done all that. Make sure you collect some more ammo.
Ammunition.
This should do the
I
trick.
think I'll just go and collect that other health potion because I have a chance to. It's always good to leave supplies and remember where you left them.
Yes,
I think just
this will
anything to help. Okay, so now we go through to the next part of this level.
Way ahead open. Onwards, Brigade. There's murderous mysteries and sinister secrets to be uncovered here.
This bit's quite difficult because you're attacked from all angles basically.
Doesn't want our heroes reaching
You
their
do want to try and catch this guy if you can.
It belongs in a museum or in our bank.
Oh, why do I keep using that at the wrong time? That guy's like a collectibles guy, so you do need to kind of try and get him if you can. Didn't even see him the first time I played this, so it's not crucial, but it just, I think it's handy. Like I said, keep trying to use the traps, they just help massively. Especially against those armoured guys. I'm not doing so well on this today, I think talking too much. Ah, never had that happen before. See what I mean about emergency weapon? Handy. Because you can manage these little guys. They're not so bad, it's just either when you get overwhelmed with them or you get other enemies as well. And then everything just seems to get twice as hard. Okay, so do a little wander through now. Try and remember where things are for you. While taking these guys out. Ow, I missed one. There he is. Okay, so do this side first. Nothing wrong with taking things a little bit slower either, because it gives the enemies a chance to pop up. God, this gun really isn't good for fighting scorpions. Alright, so we'll go up this way first.
I'll wager you'll have no problem surviving an evening down the local.
there's not really much up by here. We won't go up there yet. Right. Just trying to get my bearings again a sec. Right, so we'll go up this way. This is the way I wanted to show you.
I will keep these for now.
Ho-ho! What would those triggers be? Lovely loot or some devious death?
Where did he go? There he is. Just have a little wander through here. And you find a £1,000 weapon chest.
Yes! This will help in our quest.
Oh, I haven't had this one either. You can only carry one special at a time, which is a shame. So always make sure you keep it for when you really need it. That didn't go well. Oh, each character you play with as well, they have different abilities. And I played with one earlier, which meant that you could unlock other secret places, shall we say. I don't know how else to describe it. One of which was, it could open up here, and then there's another chest in there.
Let's have the wisdom to open this door.
But it has to be with that guy. You can't seem to open it with anyone else. So that's a handy little tip for you there. Okay, now we'll go this way.
Stout hearts, chaps. It takes more than a terrifying tunnel to frighten the strange brigade.
God, I'm awful shot today. Okay. There's a scorpion coming down.
Brigade away!
Oh, look at that. Learn something new every day in this game. The first time I've ever done that, so that's cool. If you want something creepy, watch this. I still don't quite know what that's about, but you know, I don't care. It looks pretty cool. Right, so in there, there's another little chest. You won't get this many gems, it's because I've done this particular mission quite a few times now. So there's like not really many collectibles left for me to get on here. Okay, so we have another puzzle door here. This is the second puzzle door. Basically, it's on the wall behind you. So that's a nice easier one to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in we go. Health potion. Chest.
Tantalizing treasure, perks of the job.
And that's all that's in there. So we can leave. Oh, I always go the wrong way, sorry about that. So make sure you go up there, this way. I will show you why. For one, cat appears. That's cat number 4 for you.
9 lives won't save that beast.
There will be another blue jar up in this archway here.
I'll take this ammo.
I don't know if you get something for this, but it can go. Oh,
You.
panoramic
Not be
view.
England, but it's still jolly impressive.
And then you can basically just drop back down to roughly where you were. Just make sure now I haven't missed anything. Yeah, so if you look here, that was that little bridge bit that we came across first. And this is the other way up, basically. So this bit now is quite heavily involved in the fighting side of it. So I might go a bit quiet on this because I need to concentrate when I haven't got the best stuff
What's
on.
this? Sinister sorcery blocking the way? Perhaps using your amulet will clear the way forward.
I'll just show you a little quick run round of the layout here. There's no real collectibles here. You may get a book in here. That's about it, really. And that is the basic layout. And that's where you drop down from the panoramic view. I tend to do loops around here because it's just so much easier than trying to stand in one place and fight. You're not going to get anywhere by standing in one place and fighting.
By the River Nile! What paranormal padlock have our heroes managed to stumble upon here? This is quite the system.
Oh, terrible shot today.
Some fancy footwork on display there.
Ammunition. This will help.
Right. So you do get time to get ammunition and things in between as well. It's not that intense when you use the traps. When you're not using the traps, it's quite difficult. Or if you time using the traps wrong, it'll be difficult then as well. And if you can get a sticky bomb stuck on one of them like I just did, it's always good. Especially if they're close to the traps, because they can set the traps off for you.
Fantastic.
See how much easier it makes life.
One piece of
There we are.
the evil destroyed. All thanks to the splendid efforts of the strange brigade.
Okay, so now we're on to the next section.
A welcome reception.
Again, there's traps to use on this section. I do recommend using them.
Incoming enemies and a trap-laden archway. Think fast, Brigade.
Okay.
This will be very
Refill.
This can buy something useful.
Ah, yes, the old strange smackdown shuffle. Good work.
There we are. Right. So then you walk through and you get another one. Very similar. Do have to watch behind you as well. A little heads up there for you. I'd love to know how they managed to get through 2 traps. But yeah, the traps do make life so much easier. Okay, so we'll walk through here now,
Our heroes arrive at the dig site, but yet
and
there's still no sign
there
of
will
their
be
quarry.
a third jar there.
Excellent. We need to know
Right.
if Harbin's found and opened that tomb.
Just remember, pick up your goodies.
read about this. Something. I think feels very
There we are.
well here.
There is another little treasure room here. Give you another little run round now, so it's just easier while there's no enemies really. A puzzle room here. And if I give you a little walk around, it'd be easier than trying to explain as I do it. So we walk through here. There may be books and things up here. Another health potion. Okay. This is one of those little glowing orbs you need to shoot. That's where one of them is. Then you go down here. Another little camp. Another little box to open. Another enemy to kill. And then walk away. And the next cat appears. Cat number 5.
Cryptic cat.
Okay. And I walk up here. Another little box to open. There's another globe to shoot there. And another box for another good weapon if you need it. But it's a £500 one and I've got a £1,000 one, so I'm going to keep it as it is for now. Over here there's a crate you can smash, if you get your aim right. Okay, if it doesn't smash, shoot it. Another box to open. And that's basically that little bit. So you walk up here. Maybe a book collectible, may not be. Little box to open.
These are valuable.
Object, scarab key puzzle. To do this, and then enemies come.
Best get looking, Brigade.
I think you kind of get the standard of this game now. Of how they tend to work things. Thought there was a scorpion behind me. Can hear them. So that's a tip for you.
This will be very useful.
Right. So now those enemies are defeated.
How useful.
Should put the pistol on. It's up to you which order you shoot these in. I tend to do the furthest away ones first.
Beggars popping up. Someone clearly doesn't want our heroes getting inside this
I don't know
tomb.
if they're timed or not, but I haven't managed to get to a point where I haven't got in, put it that way,
Yes,
to shoot them out.
well spotted.
And then the final one, which is why I didn't bother showing it to you, it's right by the door.
By
So just
Jove,
pop that.
I think you've cracked it.
And it's open. But if I remember right, more enemies pop up. Yep. Really nicely, you know. Like we haven't had enough fights going on. They just thought, yeah, we'll throw another 1 or 2 in beforehand. See the little hand on my screen that I was on about? See? They're behind me. Okay. And now we've taken those guys out. I'll show you the next part. So this is now open. And it has a little chest in, some money in, and the scarab key. Have another letter, brilliant. Let's pick up the scarab key. As you turn round, turn the camera up, and try and remember those. So 3 eyes, a scarab, weird thing, and a scarab. So you come down to the puzzle door.
Looks like it's the return of the Brigade's deadliest foe. Puzzles.
And that's how you get in this one.
Such lovely loot.
Just check there's no other loot, and then off you go. Back up the stairs. And pop it in there.
Oh, Lady Webster won't be happy to hear this.
Okay. Sorry, I do like to kick all the barrels out. They give you extra things, so why not? And I just broke my own rule and forgot to go pick up the health potion. Doesn't matter. Basically this bit then is a couple of puzzles in one, so I'll show you a few of them now. Sorry, my aim is terrible today, even when I'm kicking. Right, there we are. Pick up some ammo. Kick a barrel. Health potion. Barrel. Box. Okay. So do the big puzzle in a sec. I'll just show you this other puzzle room, which is a bit different to the others. So you basically have to get both the snake heads lit up and connected by shooting. I tend to do it in reverse because I find it a bit easier. That's the wrong way. Put the pistol on as well, because you've got infinite ammo in your pistol where you don't in your guns. There we go. And then that opens up into another little treasure room. Yep, so just check in there. Then on this one I recommend you go over this side. It's always the same code. And it's up there, you just follow it. Sorry. Right, bop. Keep misstepping. Okay, now that's done. So you walk through here, and this is where the cat reward door is. If you hear the meow, it's because the cat appears here. That's the final cat you need. And then you can go and open this cat door. You go in, lots of treasures, golden cat, and a treasure box. Which is always nice. Okay, so as you carry on here now, and this is the location of the final blue jar. You'll find it sat right by there. And that's all the collectibles I can show you how to get. Like I said, the letters are random, but they're pretty regular in coming up. And then this is the boss battle. So, wish me luck. Also, there's a letter here normally, collect it as early as you can, I would recommend, otherwise you don't get a chance. Because once you finish this fight, it cuts straight to an FMV sequence and you lose your chance to pick up that letter. Which is a bit of a ball ache, but, you know, can't be helped, I guess. Because my dad also plays this game and he didn't get it before doing the fight, and then couldn't get it. If you want the special weapons, kind of one use only things, once you've used the ammo, it's gone. So don't rely on them too heavily. They're brilliant, but you can't rely on them. Let's see what this amulet can do then. That was pretty good. On this bit, I played earlier with a shotgun, and that was particularly effective. It's like good crowd control with shotgun. If you just avoid that guy chucking his bandages at you, he's pretty easy to avoid that attack. See? Sorry, I normally do this bit a bit quicker and kind of messing around a bit more than I normally do. Okay. Okay, so I hope that has helped you guys in some way to collect all the collectibles on there. And I will do the second part of the level. I'll do a first run through and then I'll do another collectibles guide as well. I hope that helps, and I'll see you again later.